All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Badash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom unto the Akwath, which is the women believers. Shalom unto you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Now, in the scriptures, adultery deserved the punishment of death. And as it says, get this real quick. Know you not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law, how that the law have dominion over a man as long as he liveth. The law have dominion over a man as long as you live. So you could be a person that's a Christian, Christianity teach you, basically come as you are. You can do what you want to do. Just pray to sweet baby Jesus and everything's going to be all right. All right. But the law have dominion over a man. This is the reason why judgment happens. Let me get this one real quick, too. So the law have dominion over a man as long as he liveth, right? Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He would not do iniquity. Every morning do he bring his judgment to light. The reason that his judgment is being brought to light every morning, because if we was able to watch every news station, every alternative news, you would see destruction somewhere each day. And it says, he felleth not. But the unjust knoweth no shame. See, the unjust is the ones who don't know the Lord. So they believe that they can continue to do wickedness and everything is going to be all right. Because the world teach them that, follow the desires of your heart. So now, as you see the title, an ex-husband who wouldn't and couldn't let go. Why do people have to lose their lives? So we're going to listen to the video. And I hate these type of pandering to the woman. You don't even know why they were separated. 9 times out of 10, because we in a most wicked generation, everything is backwards. You got women is the one to be like, I don't want to be with you no more. I'm done. Could they creep with somebody else? And now the husband who loved the woman, he about to lose his damn mind now. Like, what? Everything was all good a week ago, so we don't know what happened. But already, the news and this title is pandering to the woman. But guess what? Judgment happened.
His estranged wife's lover before burning his body and dumping it in the community of Vidor.
Disturbing. A capital murder warrant is now out for Michael Maurice Mack. ABC 13's Luke Jones has some of the details. Again, this is a disturbing story.
I don't have no choice. I got to go forward. It's gonna hurt.
Michael Lewis now forced to confront a life without his brother. Kelvin Hinton was turning his life around, his family says.
Got out of prison. Got his truck driving license.
When it came to an abrupt end Wednesday at this house on Wells Station Court in the Katy area. Investigators say he was asleep in bed with his girlfriend around 3 that morning when the pair were awakened by her estranged husband, Michael Maurice Mack. He'd apparently broken in through a window. The woman told detectives he was wearing a tactical vest and had at least 4 guns, including a rifle, which she says he used to shoot Hinton in the neck before beating her. At one point, she...
So, the point is this. We don't know the backstory. I'm only making this video that if the law was in place, none of this stuff would happen. See, what people do not understand about God's law is perfect. And if the law was implemented, so even when it came down to the law of rape, okay? I should have said grape. So I'm going to say grape. The law of grape. All right. There's a penalty for that. In the ancient world, if you see something that you want so bad, and she's not betrothed to a man and you take it, now you got to pay the father a hefty fine. Nobody want to come out of pocket like that. You know what I'm saying? So that will prevent you. Okay? And another thing, you know, since we live in a world that's totally opposite of God's law, this is why you see the opposite run rampant. This is the reason why lives get taken. Women is not in order. But that's a curse unto us. I'm going to get this real quick. See, the Lord said he created a new thing in the earth. I think it's 22. Jeremiah 31:22. How long will you go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh have created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall surpass a man. So now the women is walking the earth like men. They the one that's divorcing. They the one that's saying, I don't want you no more. I'm going to get another man. You know what I'm saying? Everything is backwards. So like I said, you don't know what happened, but I'm only making this video to highlight the fact that if the law was in play, they would still be together. Because you already know how relationships break up an argument. Somebody, they have a bad argument, or he was cheating, so I left him. You know? So like, I can't wait to the kingdom of heaven where everything could be in order. The woman can be in order. Even men is in order. You know? We gonna be good one day. But the point of this video is to show you that the man who got put to death, as the scripture says in Amos 3:6, shall evil be done in the city, and the Lord have not done it. All right. So that's the reason why I read Zephaniah 3:5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof, and every morning he bring his judgment to light. This is judgment. So obviously this man was committing adultery just from our spiritual senses. Because look at the judgment that he got. He got killed by a man who probably heart was broken because the woman left him. So this is the penalty of adultery. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress should be put to death. So when we watch the rest of this video, he didn't even put the woman to death, just to show you how much he loved her. He didn't even put the woman to death. He wanted her to watch everything that he did unto him. You know? But let's continue. I got a couple more scriptures. We ain't gonna make this too long.
Says he forced her to shoot Hinton herself, as he already lay dead.
It's just the way he did and the way he did.
Tactical vest and had at least 4 guns, including a rifle, which she says he used to shoot Hinton in the neck before beating her. At one point, she says he forced her to shoot Hinton herself, as he already lay dead.
It's just the way he did and the way he did, and that vicious act.
Detectives say Mac wrapped Hinton's body in bed sheets, loaded him in the trunk of his wife's car, then forced her to drive with him all the way to Vidor, more than 120 miles away. When they reached a gated lot, she tells deputies he pulled out Hinton's body, doused it with gasoline, and set it on fire.
So this is why, you know, when the Lord said in Ecclesiastes 39:28, there be spirit created for vengeance. So obviously that man who did all of this to this man, that was a spirit that the Lord put on that man to, you know, give judgment unto this man. Because adultery is a serious thing. A lot of people are going to die in the world that's hastening very fast. Cause I'm sorry, I had to burp. But anyway, so the Lord is about to bring this devil down with great wrath, man. And a lot of people just going to die behind adultery itself, spiritually and physically. Because you still got our people worshiping other gods. And you got a lot of our people, like our whole culture is centered around adultery. Our music is centered around adultery. So a lot of people can get put to death just by adultery itself. And a lot of people is, you know. So, what was that? So this man, and then here's the thing too. The woman could have said, yeah, I broke up with him. He's stalking me, and you know how a man is. I don't give a fuck about that nigga, man. You my girl now, and look at your ass. You back with the father. So it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord. The eye also of the adulterer waiteth for the twilight, saying, no eye shall see me in disguise of his face. So yeah. And as a man who wasn't always in the truth, I committed adultery before and thought that I was doing right. I can't even say I thought I was doing right, but I will say this. When I did commit adultery when in my very, very young, I want to say I was 19 and the woman was 35. And she was telling me that her and her husband was having problems and that she was getting to leave him. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? I fell for it. I was a young man and I had a grown ass woman. So the point is that I repented of that, of course. But what I'm saying, like, when the husband called my grandma's house, all right, see, now I'm getting a little bit of testimonial. When the husband called my grandma's house, and I could just tell the tone of his voice. Like the first thing he said. So my grandma, he was like, some man calling for you. Obviously, he was respectful to my grandma because my grandma most likely wouldn't have gave me the phone, or she would have gave me the phone. Like, who is this man cussing and stuff? But yeah, so as soon as I got on the phone, you fucking my wife? Like that, but you already know his voice is way deeper than mine. I was like, huh? Who's this? And I knew the man. I was actually friend with his son. That's what I'm saying, the evil ass woman. But anyways, the point that I'm making is that you got women out here who will lie, and you got women out here who will still be married to a man, but then, start an argument before she could go creep with another man. So it's a lot of scenarios that could play out. But the point of this video is that when the law is implemented, none of this will happen. And the law have dominion over everybody as long as they liveth, man. So judgment is going out. You be looking at people and being like, oh, that's so sad. But obviously the Lord judged them, so he wasn't innocent.
For driving her back to Houston and letting her go. Lewis says his brother had only been dating the woman for a few weeks.
For a few weeks. So within a few weeks, because here's the thing. Let's say another scenario. Say they've been broke up for a few months, right? The man, probably still trying to talk to her, trying to work things out. She pushing him off. But you want to know what made him go to another level? Oh, she finally got serious with somebody.
She had a stalker. He told me she had a stalker.
But he says it's only after his brother's death.
You heard what the brother of the man who got killed said. His brother even said, oh yeah, she got a stalker, which means that he knew something. And like I said, as a man, because I've been in the world before, and when you're younger, you have a little bit more testosterone too. So yeah, I was like, not in that situation, but I had a girl that I dealt with back in my early years where she just broke up with a dude, and then, the dude didn't want to leave her alone. And I was like, man, fuck that nigga, I'll beat his ass. Look what happened. You see what I'm talking about? Look what happened. See, the Lord had mercy upon me, because obviously, eventually I was going to come into the truth, and Lord willing, I stay into the end, But this man right here, yeah, telling his brother, yeah, she got a stalker. You already know what he was saying. I don't give a fuck about that nigga. You should have. So this is what happened. I think it's 32. Yeah. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lack of understanding, he that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. Because and another thing too, what people don't realize is that when you shoot off in a woman, you put your whole vibration on that woman. It's something that calls cerebral spinal fluid. So when you are about to ejaculate, it comes from your brain, down your spine, out of your balls. You literally giving a woman your mind. And also, you really scientifically is committing a homosexual act. Because like you literally, that's why the scripture talks about we become one flesh, literally. Okay. So you lack understanding. The main thing that you lack is that it's a sin unto death. And it says, a wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. And as you see, for jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. So in that moment, it was nothing that man could say or do. He couldn't say, dog, I'll leave her alone. I will never bother her again. I swear I'll leave. He could never say, man, I'll give you some money, man. You know, this don't kill me. It's nothing that he could have done in that time. All right. So it's not worth it at the end of the day.
He learned how serious it was.
He didn't let me know. The guy had called his phone and threatened him not to come back to the house.
So look at that. If a man is going to threaten you and say, leave my bitch alone. All right. Hey, man. Whatever happens, happen. You should have been Captain Save-A garden tool. We're going to say that. You should have been Captain Save-A garden tool then. You should have been on your guard. But see, he got your ass when you was asleep. So the point of this video is that the law have dominion over a man as long as he liveth. And if you do things worthy unto death, you will be put to death. No matter if you think that is right or feel good unto you. Okay, this was a spirit created for vengeance. And guess what? Now that man got killed, set on fire, dropped in a river, and now he back with the Lord. And he came up, as the scripture says in 2 Corinthians 5:10, for we all must come to the judgment seat. All right. So all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and Shalom.